Hello everyone, welcome back to iRacing, and we're back doing the guides. I haven't done these for a while, just haven't had time. But I'm really enjoying iRacing the Ferrari at the moment, so I thought I'd start these guides again. And this week we're at Spa, just in time for the Spa 24 coming up. As you can see, I got the telemetry going, and I got the track map going on the top right, so you can see where I am on track. You probably all know Spa by now, but it's a new car this year, as they updated it last year, and the tyres have had a bit of an upgrade. You can push them a little bit more, so you can get a little bit more feel. So we'll get straight into it as always. It's a quick lap guide. Don't want to keep you too long. You want to get out there racing. So first corner coming up. Braking marker is your 100-yard marker on the left. Hit that marker. Hit the brakes. Down into first gear. Try and carry as much speed through as possible. Don't hit the wall on the right. Get the power on in a straight line. The car will want to rotate a little bit on the rears, especially on cold tyres. Car setup in the sprint format and the fixed setup is a little bit understeery. This is comfortably flat through here, even on the first lap, so take that line through there. Make sure you don't bounce too much to the right hand curve, because it will just chuck you out left and you might get the 1X if you go too far over on the red and white curb on the left as you come over the top onto the straight. Nice and flat down here. Just bear in mind when you get the slipstream that you're going to have to increase your braking distances, but for when you're on your qualifying lap, braking marker is just here on the red and white curb. Braking down into second, a little bit of throttle to get you around, and then just try and hold the middle of the track as you come around the top here. If you go too far right, you're going to close the angle off to the next corner. So stay in second, into third, modulate the throttle nice and feel, get over that curb on the left hand side and full power into fourth. Braking just at the red and white, downhill braking now, so braking distance is a little bit further than you would think. Into first gear, hook the apex all the way around, look for this little red marker on the barrier. That's when you start to pick up the throttle slowly, but not too much, otherwise you can just understeer out then. As the car comes round, full throttle. Difficult braking, so I brake when I'm just coming to the end of this barrier here, when it might be different on your field of view. Cut the curb a little bit there, don't go too far right, you're going to get that 1X. Stay in third, don't drop to second, you're going to lose too much speed. So you're coming down here, this is a quite fast one, but with the drag and aero set up, you're not going to lose the car much. So you brake in here, down into fourth, pick up the throttle on that apex, full throttle on the right hand apex, and then keep it pinned all the way down the hill, over to the left hand side for the next corner, braking as we come into the bridge, and you're going to drop down into second to get that rotation on the car, because you want to open up the next corner. So you're staying right, cut the curve a little bit there, a little bit of throttle management, third gear on the apex. Use all the track, be careful of the 1X again, over to the left hand side, braking at the red and white, curb, down into second gear, and then get on the power, on the apex again, use all the track, look how much you can take there, stay flat, be brave, easy flat through there, no trouble at all with this setup. As I said, it's very high downforce, you're not going to get a lot of top speed, you're going to get a lot of aero, so you're going to scrub the tyres and get them very hot as well, so later on the race, they are going to be difficult to manage. Flat round here, just make sure you don't turn too sharply, because the rear doesn't want to come round on you. Difficult braking more here. Start at using the 150 and then work your way forward so you overshoot the corner in practice. But I'd probably about 100. So you want to hit the apex on the right. Make sure you hit the apex here, and then get on the throttle and on the apex, not earlier, because it seems to tighten up as you come round. And then flat through to the finish on the right hand side, shortest distance to the line. That was a 218.9, brake bias 52.0, but I think it could go lower, especially if the track is a little colder. So as always do like an outside view just to show the line. So remember, first braking point here is 100 metres on the left, down into first, careful not to hit the wall, get the power on a straight line. You see that rear really wanted to try to step out on me there, so you're just pushing through. Coming up to the comfortably flat corner up here as the setup helps you do this. So remember to take that line over the red and white curb, flat all the way over the top. Be careful not to go too far left, you'll get that 1X, or even worse, you'll get a slowdown. And on this straight, a 2-second slowdown is more like 6 seconds, because you just lose so much speed. So just make sure you get that right. Lots of practice helps with that. Down here, looking for this braking point, red and white curb, down into second, cut the corner a little bit, as I said before, come off the throttle, allow it to stay in the middle of the track, come over to the left, open up this corner, into third, use all the track, get off the curb because there's lots of gravel there when you come off, braking down into first gear. Look for that red little flag on the barrier. Get on the power, and now with full throttle as you're coming down the hill. You won't have to worry about traction here. Little brake, stay in third gear. Use all the track, but be careful of the 1X there. Lots of practice to master this track, but when you do, it feels great. And then we're going to brake down into fourth. On the throttle now. Full throttle at this apex and the outside of that corner. All the way down the hill. Over to the left hand side. Big overtaking opportunity here. If you've got dead down there on the brakes. Down into second. Stay over to the right hand side. Open up this corner. Into third. Back over to the left. Brake on the red and whites. And then over to into second gear. Use all the track here and the curb. Stay comfortably flat. Just make sure you're nice and smooth on your steering, just to maintain the speed, not scrub anything. Look after them tyres. 15 minutes in this race is long enough to overheat these tyres, especially on this setup. That's why it's a sprint setup, because it's not made for the tyres to last. Flat through here, but as I said, nice and smooth on that, because the rear will go and then you're crashing at 160 mph. Braking after 150 at your choice. Down into first, pick up the throttle a little bit, then back around, a little bit dab of the brakes for me there just to control what the car was doing. Full throttle as we're coming out of that corner, shortest distance to the line to the right. And you should hopefully hit those 218s and set yourself up for some good consistent lap times, which should help you win these sort of races where there's a lot of chaos. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Trying to pick up these guides again. Have fun racing. See you again soon. Take care.